Good morning, dear hearts. We are at lesson 182. I will be still an instant, just an instant, and go home. There's a lot of imagery in today's lesson. It begins really in telling us that, we're not home. And all of us here feel that in this world we are aliens. This is not where we belong. And that is true, because the world as we experience it is a fearful, scary place filled with scarcity. And a scarce city is a terrifying place to be. But there is this thought, this longing within us that there is something else. There's many of our previous lessons that we can find reference to in today's lesson, that, beyond this world, there is a world I want. And that in lesson 138, that heaven is a decision I must make. The home that I am wanting to go home to is heaven. I will be still an instant and go home. Home is that primordial sound of the universe that is the essence, the source of all creation, as many believe. I will go into that source of creation. I need a moment. I just need a moment to get there. And that is also what this lesson is telling us. This lesson brings up the imagery of a child and the childhood that we are wanting to reclaim. But it isn't the childhood of this world. It isn't the childhood that we remember living in this body, because it's the child within us that is the Christ child. It is that child within us that is so completely innocent that when it walks on holy ground. This child has never made a judgment against anyone. This is the child I want to reclaim. And the reason that I don't feel at home here is because I have made so many judgments and they are weighing me down. I need to be still a moment and be able to go home. I need to remember my true home. I need to reconnect with the truth of where I am and who I am. This lesson says that, but give him just a little time to be himself within the peace that is his home, resting in silence and peace and love. That is where we're meant to be, resting in that peace, in that space of pure joy and calm. We want to be still in this instant and go home, to leave the chaos that we experience in this world. That's why we know it's not really home, because our homes are not meant to be chaotic. They are meant to be the place we go for respite and for rebirth and rejuvenation. And every time the innocence is remembered, the innocence of you and who you truly are is reborn every time we get into that space of stillness. And in that moment of remembrance, we can go home. We can release every judgment. We can rejoin our hands with this child, with this Christ child, the child that comes, that we think we are protecting, because we know we all talk about our inner child that we're protecting. In this case, this child is really protecting us, because this child is beckoning, come to me, come home to me, with me, that we may know the peace together that is our true home. We will not be aliens there any longer. We will not feel that we are not where we are meant to be. This child brings us the gift of defenselessness in my defenselessness, my safety lies, and asks that we put down all of these toys of war, all of these sharp edges that we have gathered to us, we think for protection, but they really only attack ourselves. Let go of all of those toys, and in exchange for every harsh, sharp object, instead embrace this child, this Christ child within each and every one of us, and let us go home together in rest, in silence, and in peace, and in love. That's it today. I hope this helped. I hope you found it calming. This lesson is very much a meditation. So whenever you can, when it's advisable, not when you're driving, but when it's advisable, try to go into those spaces of rest, to be still, to remember, to reconnect, and to breathe. Breathe your way home. That's it. Please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment, please be here tomorrow. Please watch. Namaste.